day. Today we're going to do lesson plan 15 for grade 1, term 2. The topic is capacity and volume. It links to worksheet 40 in the DBE book. So you can see worksheet number 40. And then what we have is we have the link to the caps. And you can pause here and you can have a look. Then we're going to go to our resources and our dictionary. Now, your resources, you can pause here and write down what you need. The dictionary is only for your background knowledge as a teacher or parent. Your children don't have to, or the learners don't have to know this. So please, we're only going to do these things practically. Then we're going to start the day off with the daily routine, and this is where the learners can join us then. So the first question for the daily routine, do we have any birthdays today? We're also going to upload this plugin, what we call a plugin on our SATeacher estore.co.za. So here what the learners then can do, or you and your family, you're going to click on these and it will give you a variety of questions or activities to do. So the first one is then again is, do we have any birthdays today? What is the date today? What is the day? What time is it? Describe the weather outside. You might need to pause to do this. Even send your children outside to go and have a look. While we're outside, we can maybe do this physical activity by showing left, right, up, down, or just let them stand up and show left, right, up, down. Let's try the next one. Up, down, right, left. Let's try the next one. Left, up, right, down. Then lastly, do we have any children or maybe people in your family that's sick, absent, and you could talk a bit about that. Okay, let's then go to the counting activity. So the counting activity, we're going to work between number ranges 0 and 20. And what we're going to do is we're going to still going to look at comparing numbers, but we're going to also look at numbers that's between two numbers. So let's quickly see then this activity is which numbers will be between 14 and 17. Yes, nice, 15 and 16. Is that the only two numbers, or maybe the child only said one number? You can ask them, is that the only number? And then what we can say is 14 bigger than 17, or is 7 bigger than 14? So you can then do similar activities with your child or your learners between the number range 0 and 20. What you must also remember with the counting, where they do physical counting, where you can go to our SATeacher eStore website and go and download our counting library. Remember, the learners still need to do physical counting. Let's then go to our mental mathematics. So our mental mathematics for today is we're going to say which number is 2 more than. So which number is 2 more than 5? And that is 7. So I want you to pause the activity now and then you ask your children or your learners these questions. They can answer it orally or they can write down the answers. And it's time now to pause the video. Okay, welcome back. So we're going to reveal the answers. You can quickly pause here and check the answers then. So let's then start with the topic of today. So capacity and volume. So what we want you to do is to place 1 liter containers, different ones, on the learners' tables. And then you need to ask them if they all will take the same amount of water. Um, Please you don't have to use the word liters, um, and don't tell them it's all the same. We want them to check that. Then what you can do is you can take then 1 jug with water, and fill it with 1 liter of water or sand, and then pour it into the different containers so the learners can see the shape can differ, but it can still hold 1 liter. What we're going to do the same activity then with 2 liter containers. So at this time, you can pause this and then you can do the fun introduction activity with your learners. Welcome back. Here I just giving you the explanation of the activity again. So you can pause here and you can have a look at these explanations. And if you need to do some of the activities again with the learners. Okay, welcome back. So we're going to look at level 1, 2, and 3. So this the concrete part is where we're going to give the learners or the children containers, and you're going to fill a 2 liter bottle and then a 5 milliliter jug to the same level. Again, we don't need to use the word 2 liters or 500 milliliters. So we're going to fill them and we're going to ask the learners which bottle contains more. So I quickly want you to do that and then pause the activity. Now what you're going to do is the learner or child can check by pouring the liquid into the third container and marking off the height. You can pause here and then you can do similar activities with your learners. Let's then go and look at the representative level. We have done this activity or sorry, we have done this activity previously, but you can repeat it again. What you can do is you can do this over time and maybe keep a big container at home with different 1 liter containers as soon as you empty it. And then you can ask your child these type of questions on a regular basis. You can also do it in the classroom where you keep this, and then once in a while you can maybe pack it out on your table and ask them if they hold the same amount or not. Let's then move to the worksheet. Now, the worksheet is then also on a representative level because we make use of a lot of pictures. So we're simply going to look at the containers and then we're going to say tick which container holds more. And then the next question is tick which container holds less. Then we're going to give them 2 containers and we're going to ask them to color more in the container on the right. And then we have the problem solving. So the problem solving, you can go back to your levels again. And there it simply says that we need to give the learners a lot of experiences doing these activities practically. So let's then go to the consolidation. So if you ticked here yes on all of them, you can carry on with the lesson. If no, you need to revisit or revise certain concepts, or you can call SATeacher.